That was my baby at 2 years old helping me clean collard greens. I'm filming Christmas content today, so she's back in the kitchen helping me again. This is the Spilling the Sweet Tea way, which was taught to me by my mama, Shirley Mae. Baby, where I'm from in Eastern North Carolina, we don't do them big old stems in our collard greens. So those got to go. My mother grew collard greens, so she would get her collard greens out the garden. So before she would remove the stem, she would smack them on the back of her hand like how I'm showing Maya. I don't want no stems in my collard greens. I remove all of the stem out of the middle of the collard greens. The only way your kids are going to learn how to do anything in the kitchen is for you to show them. They learn by watching you. So I'm showing Maya once again, who's been in the kitchen with me several times ever since she was 2 years old, how to clean collard greens. And look at my girl. She got it right. She get it from her mama. All right, the next thing you're going to do before you cut them is you're going to stack them just like this. Once you stack them, you want to roll them up tightly. This is what I mean by stacking them. All you want to do is just stack your collard greens on top of each other. I would say maybe 8 to 10 leaves are good enough. Once you have them stacked, you just want to tightly roll them. Turn them to the side and just roll them tightly, just like this. Once you have them rolled tightly, now you just want to get out a sharp knife and cut them into ribbons just like this. Some people like the tear method. I like the ribbon method. Again, I'm just showing you the way my mother showed me. She would always cut her collard greens into ribbons. Now, the key to really good collard greens is that they got to be clean, okay? As my mama would say, cleanliness is next to godliness. So once you have your collard greens cut up into ribbons, you want to add them to a big bowl, or if you're making a clean sink, and you want to cover the collard greens with cold water. Once you have your collards covered in water, you want to add in some kosher salt and then some distilled white vinegar. You only need a couple splashes. Now you want to get in there with your hands to make sure the salt is dissolved as well as the vinegar is distributed throughout the collard greens. Let them sit for about 10 to 15 minutes and then you want to wash and repeat. In order to clean these greens thoroughly, you're going to have to wash them, rinse them, and repeat. You're looking for the water to be clear. You see how that water's not clear? You got to keep washing them. Ain't nothing worse than some gritty greens that's not clean. Baby, cooking collard greens is a labor of love. It takes a lot to cook and clean collard greens. But once you see that your water is clear, then your greens are clean. For my ASMR folks, the other thing you're looking for is for your greens to be squeaky clean. If they don't sound like that, I don't want them. Emphasis on squeaky clean. After you've done your final rinse, your collard greens should look a little bit like this. They're nice and clean. Now they're ready for your stock pot. I will show you guys the Eastern North Carolina way of making collard greens in a video tomorrow. I use ham hocks, but you can use turkey necks, neck bones, whatever you want. Or you don't have to put any meat in them at all. It's up to you. Baby, they're your greens, but this is how I like mine, swimming in ham hocks. Make sure to follow me so I can show you collard greens the Eastern North Carolina way.